Did that fix now? Okay, it's fixed now. You can rewind on Twitch too. Yeah, but like in reality, does it really matter being less strict 9 and below? I know like very older and much more expensive cards it could be a big difference, but like in most cases like you want to know if it's going to 10. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. I mean, strike, at the end of the day, it's two different values. Raw is always going to be lower, and graded, it increases over time, and the population of the highest grade affects the value, I would say, too. There's not really like an equation you could put in for the exact answer to your question, but it all plays a part in determining cards' values. So, in my opinion, I would say that the raw value doesn't affect it. You can make an argument that it does, but I'm going to make an argument that it doesn't. I think those are two different values. Because it's two different, like, it's two different states in which that card is being treated as. I.e., one being graded versus non-graded. I don't care how good in condition it looks. Like, oh man, this centering looks good. Then grade it yourself, and I will buy it from you. So Salmon basically said the same thing I said, just differently. The population of the highest grade of a certain card. But specifically, you said, does raw value affect the graded value? I don't think it does. I don't think that the raw value is a percentage increase of the graded value. The only time it's going to directly affect it is if a person's looking to flip a card after grading it and buying it raw and selling it. Then it's going to affect the value because the person's going to price it to make them more of a profit, or at least, you know, have it be a smart investment. But that's not your question, I'm pretty sure. I will say this, Strike. I think the raw value of a card is much more volatile than the graded market of the card. It takes time sometimes for the cards to increase greatly, but they always do increase. You have to give it time to mature, You gotta let it simmer. I'm excited once they're completely caught up. It's probably just going to be like a whole different world. Fluctuation of the raw value affect the graded. Like if a raw continues to rise, would you expect the graded? Yes, but those two are not correlated. The increase in value of the raw card is not the reason of the increase in a graded value. Those are two different things. It's not the same as like, oh, well, you know, crude oil is going up, so that means gas is going to go up. It's not like this. It's not correlated in that way. I think they are completely, because look at it this way, right? Raw cards are playable cards too. So what a player is willing to play for a card that they're going to use in their deck is going to be different from somebody buying a card that's graded for their collection. Two different things. So I would say that it might seem like they're directly affecting each other, but they're not. Is it still 100 per card? For whatever service level they're offering right now. Zard, by the way. There you go. Hopefully that answers your question, Shrek. You can make an argument that it does, but I feel like the more you make an argument from it, you realize that, like, oh, wait, these aren't the same thing. It's almost like an entirely different thing once it's graded and should be treated as such. Well, once they open up their... Ooh, fighting. Kelly. So what that means, Strike, is people only sent their best ones. If it's not graded, there's less confidence. Like, it's going to be lower over time for sure, because like there is less confidence and security in that raw card. Raw card could be fake. Raw card could be completely chewed up on the back. It's a good question. And I'm sure people have said that it does directly affect it. I don't think it does. Because it's two different purposes. Yeah, but 96 is not that many, dude. Like, that's not a lot. That's a very low population. But if people sent in truly their best, like, I'm not really surprised. You should see me and Nick's submissions out of, like, how many cards we send and, like, how many of them are 9 or greater. 9.5 or greater, even. But it's a lot of times. But if it's perfect, dude, if like those cards are truly perfect, you can't just like be like, oh, I gotta curve this. And start giving some 9s out, even though they are perfect. I don't think that's too out of the ordinary. And I'm sure, you know, people that, you know, use Auxiliary Grading Company that just opened up last year, they'll use any soapbox to get on and be like, see, PSA's bad. Go to this grading company. It's for all my cards are graded, please. That's not what you're doing, but I know. But it's not only Pokemon quality control. That's a person sending in their best candidates for 10s and getting them. It's not uncommon. Send all the snoms. Send them, Zodi. Let them see. I'm confident that, like, out of 50 cards, me and Nick could probably get, like, 45 10s. Pretty confident. That's me, like, going through thousands of candidates of cards. So, like, a bunch of 10s for that specific card, when it's already in low population, I think it's pretty easy to get that 10 number population pretty high. And I'm with you, Bookham. There's cards that I know won't 10, I'd still send them because they're part of my collection and I just want to protect it. People think they're being like meta and like, you know, big brain, that they're only going to grade, oh, if it's a 10, if it's not a 10, I don't want it. You're going to be hating yourself later in life, 20 years from now, when all of those cards are still would have been worth grading. Two-week turnaround time, $1 card, person guarantee. Well, I think that's a coincidence, Francis, because I just started a grading company, Bij's Grading Company, BGS, and what I do is I do it for 75 cents a card, and you get the card in the same day. I use a Ziploc bag. I print out a little Microsoft Word document. I use WordArt from Windows 98. You could even make whatever cool label you want. For an extra $5, you get a 10. I actually grade out of 12, you know, because our grading process is much more intricate. Woke up to see your brakes. Man's not alive. Who's not alive? Blazer. Laser. So sorry, Francis. Running you out of business, my friend. I got that new word art too. It's got some cool fonts in there. It's got that blue one with the red border around it that I use for every single header or title in grade school. Blade. Laser. And I use those good Ziploc bags too. Your card will be vacuum sealed and sandwich fresh. The one with like, you don't have to press it. It's got like the little thing. You know what I'm talking about? The slider. And if you slip me a 5, your card's going to be a 10, 100%. Super hoods? No. I don't want you to leave, but man, I don't like your comment. There's like 450 packs. Well, there's an extra at least 4 packs every 3 months. Keep that in mind. I don't know what that is, Bookham Dan. I'm just going to assume that it was family friendly. Absolutely. Alexander Hamilton? That's what you meant. A 10? A 10, dude. Your card's going to get a 14 out of 10. Best card in his existence. I'll like give it a nice little spit shine too. Zodi will like that. Dude, I love seeing those Facebook posts. Someone posts a PSA card for sale. Dude, PSA doesn't even have any cool label, bro. This company, Cheap Grading Company, they have the labels and it looks really good. So just no. And I laugh. The old ones are very tough to find. And you might be end up buying like a resealed pack. And they'll tell you when you send it to be graded. Dano, if that's just get a nice like heavy top loader, like one of those plastic ones, and then you could just print out whatever you want and slap it on the card. Save a lot more money that way. Do I have to randomize again? Yes. 7, 8, and 9 I can randomize. Get like one of those glue sticks. You can put all the glitter on there you want, dude. Arts and crafts. You got a Michaels out by you? Or better yet, even a Hobby Lobby. And you get some Ziploc bags. If a company's business plan was having employees like bad talk PSA on every post in a Facebook group, my confidence is pretty low in terms of their company's integrity for actually authenticating stuff. Just saying. That's proven. Like, that's actually true. And it still happens. But it's your money. You do what you want. And that's just not towards you, Dan. It's towards everybody. You don't see your name on those lists. Seven, 8, and 9. I don't see your name either. Should I see your name? Let me check. Just missing. Not going to lie, I do like the blue. Oh, okay, these are old comments. Nick, I can't believe you would do this to me. You would make me. You'd put me through stress for no reason. Betrayal. Chilling, evolving. Chilling, evolving stars. Had to do it before you go on vacation? You would give yourself back bad luck before going on a flight? You better take it back, dude. I have no control over this. 3, 6, 9, 12. You're about to be how many 100,000 feet in the air? Yeah, I know. I didn't change the names yet. Hold on. I have to finish my current train of thought before I go back to there. I'm sure it'll be on TikTok because any song that I find that's a hidden gem ends up on TikTok, or anything that I listened to when I was in 6th grade. 3, 6, 9, 12. They found my old abandoned iPod in a dumpster or in a sewer somewhere, and they're like, "This is it. This is all we need." And then they just made chipmunk versions of all the songs. All right, dude, I'm getting pranked big time because this is the second box that's had 37 packs of Evolving Skies. And I count these every time. You watch me do it. So this has an extra pack. I need Chilling Rin. ¿Dónde estás, Chilling Rin? Oh, I have to. It's that I would. If I didn't, it would just be one pack left over. I can't do anything with one pack left over. 3, 6, 9, 12. No. It's in the break for free. 3, 6, 9, 12. Ivan. No, it's not yours. It's in the break. That's it. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Ivan. Woo! I don't care. I'd rather you have an extra pack in your break. Get even more bang for your buck. Alright, changing the list. And before you know, you start building the statue of me, it's not that big of a sacrifice. And I don't claim it is. It's just an extra pack that I'm not going to be able to do anything else with. Did we turn it to emote only, chat? We will build a statue in his name. Oh, it's over. Give it up. The streak ended very quickly. Well, you did it that time, Dano. Hold on, grabbing one thing. And Draco snuck another emote in there and ruined the streak. Coming back. You guys aren't going to break the record, dude. And there you go. It's over. Give it up. It's over. There's always one. All right, let me start opening this break. Good luck, everybody. It's like 200 something, I think. It was from Brilliant Stars release. Galarian Slowking. John. The beach heads show up underneath the list so that you can always see what spot you have. Last break has been posted, ladies and gentlemen. That is break 15. Tornadus. You guys are still trying to beat this record, man. You do this at like 3 in the morning when everyone's asleep. Or better yet, on the countdown, the beginning of stream. Just give it up, dude. They're gonna do it every time. Just give it up. Never mind. They're trying to break the record for most consecutive amounts of my emote being dropped in chat. In which you broke the streak by using words. Dude, it's during active hours of the stream. When I go autopilot, then you could do it. Cinderace. Ivan, no more. No more. Stop. Timing him out. Ivan, you're going into the hole. Into the hole with you. It is a pit where men are thrown. You guys aren't close to beating it. It's like 200 or 300. I thought it was like 280 something, and that was like literally an hour 17 of like a 19-hour stream. $223. You remember right? Wasted the good surprise on you. Imagine being a person who ruined a surprise party. That was basically what happened. Eldegoss with a Swoobat. Hopefully I didn't accidentally click something. Oh, I accidentally just highlighted my whole screen. That's good. Whoops! So all breaks for this evening have been posted. If you're not in them, you ain't gonna get into breaks tonight. Try again Wednesday. Or enjoy a nice little mystery bundle. You know, the ones that everyone's talking about. Because they're good. ETA on break 12 at a time later than now. Honestly, I don't know how big the breaks are because I've only randomized up to like 9. I think they're all 1s and 2 boxers, so not too long. As long as like no one derails me and makes me rant about stuff that I don't like, we'll be there in no time. But I think people really like to see me rant sometimes. And that's okay, because sometimes I need to. Alt Articuno. ETA is 64-9er. Over and out. Delta Delta 4 hot route. This is what you wanted, right? Is that an acceptable answer for you? Yes, you're welcome. Lumineon. I need an espresso? I'm good. I'm not even tired. I'm excited to pull this not the Articuno, Electro. Whimsicott. Second. I said Articuno first because you asked me about Articuno, and I told you it was Delta Delta Alpha 49er hot route. That's how far it was. Confirmed, over and out. Zerora. I seem irritated? I am fine. I'm not irritated at all. Like for real. I'm just opening. It's just Monday. We're just doing things. We're doing Monday things. We're opening these packs. Ice Rider. Yeah, red. Red, I gave you your 500 beach bucks. They were accounted for, and you were the first chatter in the gaming channel. I have rewarded you for your dedication. Getting over from being on the high seas. It's a hostile environment, dude. You have to always be ready to attack, to kill. For real though, like, after I ended the live, and me and Kyle were on a 3-man ship just with 2 people, the amount of time that we were chased by a 4-man ship, we kept anchoring them, we kept jumping off the boat, selling off the loot one piece at a time. They gained nothing, and they just stopped chasing us after we were done. You don't win a gift card duel, though. Bush's Baked Beans. That's a name right there. And it's 2, so that implies that there was already a Bush's Baked Beans account. Only as good as only second to the first one. There wasn't any action because, like, they didn't know how to properly play, and we just were trying to sell the rest of our loot. That was boring. When I stream, that's when I jump off the ship with a big powder keg and I sink another boat. You won a $25 one? Oh, that's right, you did. I still got to give you more beach books then. Never mind. I didn't account for all of it, apparently. Well, dude, at the end, like, with the stream and then, like, the extra hour we played after, just to finish our emissary quest, it was like 1,000,000 gold. That's like a serious voyage. We didn't lose any loot at all. The one skull that got stolen, that ship brought it back to us, and then we sunk it, and then we just sold it. Well, that's what happens when you have 3 people on the boat, and not one of them is just like dead weight. That's what happens. We just win. We sink every boat that we come across. I've played Sea of Beige where like we have a 4-man crew and 2 people are just not doing anything or AFK half the time. It's not fun. It's not what I'm about in that game. Well, I tuned down the gambling because it was a competition for highest Beige bucks for the year. And I don't want gambling being the reason why people get to the top 3 on the leaderboard. Garbador. John, that's a sick full art Umbreon, honestly. It's clean. We got 2 chests of legends yesterday, which is like the second most expensive piece of loot in the game. I want to get an Ashen one, which is like the red version of it, because there's a multiplier on the value, but it's really hard to get. I don't even know what would give it, like a fort that's in the volcanic islands, or an Athena's voyage in the volcanic area. But next time I do an emissary quest, I'm dropping the flag and then re-raising it. Gold Arceus, hello. Because we were hunted down by every single Reaper's flag on the map. That was just annoying, because we show up on the map then. I didn't mean to give Zardbucks, but whatever. Joe. Welcome back, Ivan. Served his time out. He's reformed. More Pekka. Unjustified timeout. Ivan, I don't think you have the authority to say what's justified, what is justice and what isn't. You're causing a commotion. unless you become a judge, then you can. Well, luckily, the legal system here in the Nostalgic Factory, you know, my stream, there's no judge. I am the judge. I'm the judge, jury, executioner. I'm the guy out on the street that asks you questions afterwards with a microphone. I'm everybody. Why? Another solid break. Alright, it's break 9, and then I randomize again. One box of Brilliant. No, you didn't. The record was like 200 something. 223. Whatever Dan said. That is... I'm pretty sure that math is incorrect. It can't be forced. It's got to be like during like just pure lurking hours. All right, perfect. That wasn't even a tired yawn. I don't even know why that was. It was like an oxygen yawn. Any more sleeves? Hold up. Sleeves. Yes, chef. All right, let's continue. Stop. Relax. Simmer down. Yeah, all the compliments I get, and I'm the one who opens the packs. Aaron, happy I pulled you that Hyperzark tonight, my guy. You're gonna sleep nice and easy. Sleep a little bit warmer, you know? And so, who's got fire in this break? Mark. Let's see what I can do for you, Mark. The Zards have been pretty hot tonight, though. You'll sleep easy anyway. I'll get you good hits. That was an intense, like, just top of my ear itch. Literally shook me down to my core as a person. Hyper Arceus, hello. This case, though. This case is testing positive for steroids. Beaver tranquilizer. Kingler. Very good. Whimsicott. All the breaks for this evening are posted, just a reminder. So if you're looking to get in on the action tonight, I'm randomizing right after this break. Who's got trainer? Nah. Bunch of homework getting done? What kind of homework you did, dude? What subject are we talking here? It's good to incentivize yourself, though. Al creme with the tortilla. Is chat delay like that long? Credential program, so like treating inequity in school and building a lesson and teach kids concentration tomorrow. It'll be a beautiful mess. Wait, hold on. Okay, now I understand what that is. The first time I read that like a complete buffoon. Oh, it's good that you're teaching that. Instead, you know what I learned in high school? I learned how to prove that a triangle is a triangle. I had to teach myself all that other stuff when I was an adult. I would have much rather learned inequity. Shinks. Could be due to Zoom learning, diluting class. Dude, before Zoom, algebra was still algebra. It's still like it's useful, but like it's useful logically to like break down what numbers you need to know or how to work something out. It's the content of what's being taught. Like there's no like getting around that. And you're always gonna have a percentage of people that are gonna have a hard time with it, and it's just how it goes, especially with math. Then if there's a bad teacher, then like that comes into play after the fact. But you seem to actually care, and you know, you're here, so you're smart. I have confidence in you educating the youth. Plenty of teachers that I've had over the years definitely do not belong teach in that position. Well, they need to modernize the way stuff is taught. That is for sure. Like, I feel like before it's like, let's throw just everything we can to confuse them, and you're smart if you could figure it out. But we always put in a little twist. It's not a good way to teach. Well, Nick just gave up on updating lists, so that's good. One and 12. I'm just updating what I can right now. 13, 15. Okay. I can randomize 10 and 11. Randomizing now. All right, 10 and 11 are randomized. Let's print. All right, break 10 is 2 boxes of Brilliant Stars. Quality over quantity, the similar things cut are strange. Yeah. It's a weird time for that, for sure. Drinks have been pretty spicy tonight. Very spicy. Alright, break 10. Let's see what these 2 boxes of Brilliant Stars have for us. Grambo. This room is a big mess right now. I'm all about it. Heatran. What do we got right here? Steel. Zamazenta. Hector. Potentially it will just be another stream where I don't see a gold electrode. And that saddens me. And it makes me want to pull it that much more. Overcome with great sadness. Going on vacation, dude? Alright, my guy. He's going to vacation. Zarude, Sandstorm. Pikachu, Raichu, alternate Bolton. There's Aurora, Raikou. Lots of different. I'm gonna have some soup tonight when I get off. Costco's got like these like little like pre-made soups that like I'll buy occasionally. But it's pretty good. This one's like a tortilla soup, a little tortilla. That can happen, dude. Master Shifu is fire. Nate, very good. Blunder policy. I did the card trick wrong. Dracovish. Full Art Shriner. C. Colburn. Very good. Dustnor. Turtwig with a Lucario. More Lucario. Rowlet. Moltres. Bibarel. Hawlucha. Corphish. What do we got here? Dracovish. Also very good. Double turbo energy. Motor. The Bravo. Everyone went into full-on lurk mode, and I get it. It's just one of those days. Flygon is dragon. Sock. Cubchoo. Aggron with a Jolteon. Dusknoir with a Starmie. Zamazenta. All the trolls went sleepy sleep? I guess, dude. They tired themselves out. They burned themselves out early in the stream. We've outlasted them. Who's got fire? So our second one tonight is actually pretty insane. You're a little bit of a troll. Not like full on. Almost at 130 Zars for this year already. Let's go. Was there actually any trolls? There's always trolls. Always. Some of them, we allow them to like stay around though. CP3, thank you. Love you back. C3PO. The lovable droid. You just join in the fun sometimes. That's okay. Perfectly understandable. One in your giveaway, one in the break. You're very, very welcome, dude. Happy to pull it for you. That's a good amount of Zards. Considering we went a full week without seeing one, like, very nice that we see two today. Arceus. Now, can I see my gold Electrode? Please. I just want to see it. Be happy for anyone that I pull it for. I don't care who it's for. It'll be for somebody. I just want to see it. Flareon. Thank you for those bets, dude. Appreciate you. And a gold Shifu for fighting. This is also acceptable. And a Cynthia's Ambition. Last pack magic. Very good. Another Zard. Let's go. The Psychic hits. I mean, defining it as good, getting a hit is good. Espeons? I don't know, dude. I'm mentally spent already. Whimsicott. It's got like 4 rarities, 3 rarities. Got in my mind. All right, break 11, 12 each. Like chase cards? Right. That answer can vary from person to person. That's what I'm trying to make you understand, Blue. If you're talking just monetary value, I mean, look on eBay sold listings. It's not a primary concern. My concern is to add to your collection. But there's plenty. If a spot didn't have enough hits, it would be paired with another spot. Brilliant stars. Gold Articuno too. 3, 6, 9, 12. All right, perfect. Get some top loaders. In the Discord. The birds are harder than they look. The birds. Just pulling the birds in general. Hey, Ivan. Thank you for posting that in the proper place. Sorry, you didn't. Never mind. I'll thank you when you post in the proper place. I thought he was talking about the suburbs. Describing things are right here. Break a lip. Let's go. I want to see a gold electrode, please. Please, gold electrode. Reveal yourself. At this rate, I'm going to see like 5 more Snorlaxes before I see it. How many birds do I have caged? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. We've been pulling a good amount though. Hyper Trainer Clara to Ivan. Well, we pulled 2 last week. So we should see 2 again this week? Is that how it works? No, that's not how it works. cool card. I would agree with you on that. Yeah, very cool. Liepard. Dark. What you been doing, Modern? Playing some games in the background? Trevenant is grass. Very nice. All of them. It's a lot of movies. Team is quiet tonight, so you're chilling. Poopy Master. Thank you. Thank you for your follow, Poopy Master. Trophius. First time watching him. Iron Man is the best for first Marvel movie, honestly. The first Iron Man. Dracozolt. Dialga with a Dino. I think it's Marvel. Maybe. I don't know anymore. And like in terms of like good movies, like regardless if it's DC and Marvel, Fantastic Four, dude. That's what your mind goes to, not anything else. Hello, Goldberg. It has younger content. It all has younger content. Just like, you know, Black Widow. Black Widow, you can really connect if you're just a Russian sleeper agent. The hardships of just, you know, your parents just don't get it, you know. Robert Downey Jr. ain't necessarily PC. PC, popular culture, personal computer, portable computer, Pokemon Center. You're keeping me in suspense right now. Popcorn. I said feisty. I genuinely do not know what you mean by feisty. I just was surprised that you chose Fantastic Four as like a nameable movie. I didn't even think of them. Which one? The one where Captain America is Johnny Blaze? Or are we talking the newer one where they're in space? Politically correct or PG? They use social media a lot in the first one. With the dude from like that movie about parties. I see. Okay, your thought process was different from mine. I thought you just meant like iconic movies from Marvel. Because Fantastic Four is not in the top 20, 30, 50. You're on the list at all. Fire and Water, a bust? I swear, man. When I pull you a Zard and when I pull you something else, I want you to shout from the mountaintops. I want my neighbors to call the cops. Concerned for the amount of noise that you're making for when you have a good break. As much as you're having a bad, you didn't have a great break right now. I just see more people vocalizing negative experiences versus positive tonight, and I don't like it. It's not just you, it's just in general this evening. I'm okay with negativity as long as it's in balance. And you, Gray, I will say that you've been in balance, but I'm just saying it in general tonight. You were in the category of people that said, dead break tonight. Hold on, I have to update list because Nick abandoned me tonight. I gave credit where credit was due, though. I just want to pull a gold electrode, and all will be well in the world. My world. Because I miss it, I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm starting to second guess if it's even in Chilling Reign. Two and 12. I'll be randomizing shortly. I just need to update it. Updating up until the last name on the list right now. completely caught up now. Very good. We randomized 12. Perfect. All right, printing, lining it up, and we're good to go. Finally, there we go. Listen, I thought your name was Brian Bay because you literally have like a 1-letter difference between you guys. Shut up. Speaking of which, where are you going? Aren't you in this break? You're right there. Bye, Mr. Gray. Go slumber. You're very welcome. No, not just... I don't want gratification for nothing. If I get you good stuff, I want to hear it as enthusiastically as the bad. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm happy to pull you another Zard. I mean, the bulk is fuel for more boxes. You can't argue with me on that. Especially when other people out there be scamming you and trying to charge you for it. Don't breathe the fumes. I'm breathing the fumes right now. All these empty pack fumes on my floor. All right, dude, you staying or going? Because you keep saying this is your 4th goodbye now. You're playing with my heart. You love saying goodbye? Clearly. 3, 6, 9, 12. Broken my heart too much tonight. Too much. Let's go ice bathing. Who am I, Kevin Hart, dude? I'll be in your ears. You're gonna fall asleep to my voice. That's beautiful. Whatever. Good night. To the brown fat part. Modern, I have no idea where. Like, I lost this combo. I have no idea where you're going or where you are really. All right. Break number 12. You get into random activities. Usually, like, go into an ice bath, like, after, like, intense, like, combat or, like, contact sports. You shouldn't really get in an ice bath for no reason. You did intense breathing after lifting. So cardio. Cardio with added steps. Kevin Hart stuff. I'm sorry, you said intense breathing after lifting. I was like, oh, cardio. That's just where my head went. I'm sorry. I called it right away. Well, you don't strike me as, like, someone who, like, plays football, like in like a semi-pro league or something. I need empty boxes. Hold on. Probably a one-time thing. Well, it's not. It's not like a soothing feeling going into an ice bath, dude. Like, it's actually, like, pretty, like, unpleasant, one might say. Like, you don't do that for, like, enjoyment. It puts your body in a state of unrest and panic. Tried to break down everything at once. %70 due to your flexibility. I'm not very flexible at all, to be honest. But I could lift pretty good once we get back up there. The alternate Galarian Slowking. Very interesting for Dark. I haven't seen that in a long time. Andrew. Andrew, being a new person in here, don't change into these these quote unquote vets that are just like, these are never get me anything. Just stay the way you are, please. Positive outlook, and I pull you that heat. So as soon as I stop hitting your brakes, you're gonna leave. No, please. Please, no. Just keep buying into to brakes with your boy Bryce. It says number 12, dude. We're on break 12. Matsu. He's getting all your. You see what time turns you into, dude? And bad influence. You turn into like a bitter, like old man. No, you're not blind. Not you just weren't looking, you know? It's like one of those like cheesy like love story movies. You were there the entire time, just needed to look. You know? I've seen people go a full year without ever pulling a Zard. And he got one on his, what, like, 4th break? 2nd live. True. Or any of them. Or the full art. If you're, like, people's outlooks on sets are probably severely different if all they open is blister packs. What do I mean, blister pack wise? Blister packs are the most inconsistent in terms of hits. If you were to buy 36 blister packs versus just opening a booster box of 36 packs, you're gonna like see how crazy the hit rate is lower on the blister packs. Blister packs are for the people that buy like 2 or 3 packs occasionally, and you might get a hit. And people are starting to notice that. Umbreon, by the way. Andrew, hello. Do a case of booster boxes versus the same amount of blister. No, don't do that. No, dude, YouTube is for the, opening 10 packs of this set. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Like, we're opening 10 packs of this. You know what I mean? Ten packs is like get a glass of water, and I've already done 70. Dude, it goes against everything that I am as a person. I hate people that fake like excitement and stuff. If I'm genuinely excited, it's because I'm genuinely excited. I need a better buzzer though. Like I want to be able to spam it. Like I need to like copy and paste that horn a couple times over itself. Fine hour and a break. A special box for yourself, so it's real. But like that's being something that I'm like a. If I'm opening a box for myself, I'm probably not recording it, because that's like me time. That's my box. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep something sacred. It doesn't make me enjoy any less if I were live, but like live is for you guys. You know what I mean? And I can't get fake hype like that. It's just garbage, honestly. Cute. Someone starts screaming. The only time I'm screaming is like if something actually needs a scream. Like, oh, we opened a pack and all 10 of the cards are Hyperzards. It's like my one English teacher in high school used to say. He's like, if you have everything in bold, you're not doing anything. You're not like emphasizing or bolding anything. And I know you'll like that analogy, kangaroo, is because you're a teacher. Some lessons they stick in my brain. Yep, exactly. Low key, dude. To actually retain after reading like a paragraph, annotating like changed my world. You write down like even a word or just a key phrase, and you absorb everything you read. It like just like it soaks into your brain. Definitely one of those like tricks that I learned in high school that like I used forever. So dude, sometimes you had to. Sometimes you had to. If you had a test on a specific book, like one of those nice Tale of Two Cities, just there ain't no winging that, especially when your English teacher like didn't give you no multiple choice at all. Dude, I'm talking about a test. We used to get tested on each of the chapters, and they were so specific, such specific questions. It was basically you had to read it, or you're gonna fail the class and then get kicked out of the school. Our one speech teacher would test us like on a specific speech book. Honestly, like in hindsight, the best teacher ever. He was so serious about his job, and he was intense. And like he would have like 5 tests laid out. Like 1 or 2 of them were easy, and these were like 5-question quizzes, but they were like 25% of our grade. And he basically would randomly make 5, and like 2 were really pretty easy, true and false, called them comas, because you could be in a coma and still probably get the question right. And then short answer. And he would like name each of the quizzes. He would be like, all right, this is the Big Mac. This is the bad one. It's like 3 or 4 short answers, 1 or 2 true and false. And he would have us, he would have someone in the class choose a number, and it was their fault, whatever test they got. It's pretty funny, like, the things that stick with you over time. Because that was like defining moments where like, oh my god, we got the bad one today. Then on those speeches, which were like the majority of your grade, count your ums, if you fidgeted, if you looked down at your notes. Eye contact. It's really good. Like, it helped. Because that was like, I will never have a more difficult experience for public speaking. He kind of like, it's like trial by fire, dude. He like runs you through the absolute ringer. Remember like one time he named it, instead of like burgers, he named them like different Oreos. He's like, oh, this is the dilapidated Oreo. The filling machine wouldn't turn off. We got 4 short answers. 1 true false. You got that one, dude? It's a good chance that you were probably gonna fail it. And then during tests, he would put the chair on his desk and put like just full blinding sunglasses on so you couldn't see where his eyes were, so no one could cheat. The one thing I didn't agree with for math is memorizing formulas. I remember teachers used to do that, and I'm like, dude, this is like not the point to memorize it. On top of it, like, I gotta know how to use the formula. I hated that. I used to like write them all down at the beginning just so I didn't forget any. Mimikyu with Whimsicott. Psychic, Nicholas. That Suicune is clean for water. Bryce, you and your buddy did well. No faith. No faith in your boy. And I'm pretty sure it's untrue. Because I do remember saying your name and getting you hits. 100% waste of time, I get that. I would get tilted because I could not remember my formulas for finding the area of weird shapes. That stuff is stupid. Area of a circle? Oh, man. It's just like, those are like just meant to like trip you up. Because like you put in one number remotely incorrect, you get the answer wrong. Feast was horrible for you? I don't know about that. But regardless, if you find like that you're not having a good time, I would say probably don't get into breaks. Trying my best here. I want to add to your collection. Oh yeah, if you give me opportunity, it always evens out. Well, what I'm saying, Matthew Eldridge, is what you're saying accurate. Because there was 105 hits in the second and 108 hits in the first. I doubt that you didn't get hits. What's up, Stars? Heading to sleep? It wasn't your best feast is different than I got 0 hits. You know what I mean? Just giving people perspective, because there might be new people in chat that are inaccurately being being led into something that they don't. It's not really true. 1. All right, Mr. Eldridge. 1. I kind of give up on just certain people are just going to be the way they are with the outlook. I like positivity. I want to add to your collection. It's just what it is. Just give me a moment, guys, because I am doing the list myself. $13 and $14. feel like an NFL lineman. They never get reported for good blocking. They're never like, the star of the show, the MVP, that's the quarterback. But you know who gets blamed when the quarterback ain't doing so hot? 13, 14, 15. That good? Yes. $13 and $15. For those of you that filled the bricks up, thank you. Appreciate you. Looks like the last one with spots available is 15, and I think it's 2 spots. I'm just going to randomize the next 2, though, for now. All right, 13 and 14. I didn't change the list yet. I mean, listen, Matthew Aldridge, you don't need to remove yourself from anything. And that's anybody. I'm having an open discussion because I have to, I want people to be happy. I want people to get stuff in their added to their collection. I'm here for you guys. I'm rooting for you. It's just there was sometimes like it gets to me when I see like 3 or 4 comments, and it's not just you, it's everybody. Anybody who does, I'll see like 3 or 4 comments from people that don't say anything when I pull them good cards, but they only say stuff like, "Oh, I didn't get anything." But in reality, they got like 2 or 3 hits, and it's like it's misleading. And that stuff compounds, and like I have to stay on top of that. And your perfection. I appreciate you doing that, but that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? It's more about like I think it's people over exaggerating. You know what I mean? It just becomes an issue. And it's not everybody. It's not only just you. You were just the cherry on top for tonight. I am human, you know. Like I am affected by people's outlooks. Just because I wasn't responding, I had to randomize breaks and update lists because Nick is making sure that all the packages get out on time. It's just so for sure, for sure. Like, I think like here's the God honest truth, right? Somebody's in here hanging out for the first time. They're thinking about getting into a break, maybe even, a couple breaks, and they see someone, man, I got nothing. I got nothing, but in reality, they got like 3 regular V's that they just weren't excited because it wasn't a full art or a hyper. That's not the same thing. You know what I mean? That drives me nuts because it's not true. I know like there's plenty of people that like to do the woe is me and all that. But Matthew, you're missing it too. You Are you really getting nothing though? You know what I mean? You get all the reverse hollows in bulk, and I don't charge you extra, and shipping is free. It's like you can be upset. I'm not telling people not to be like, man, like I wish that break was a little bit better for me. But don't mislead and say, hey, I got nothing. I'm getting nothing in the mailbox. I got scammed pretty much. Is that? And I don't want to ban. I don't because in reality, people get a lot worse if they spend the same amount of money and just buy packs at the store because packs are expensive and the blister pull rates are not that good. And to the people, like this isn't directed towards the people in chat that like they know if you know what I mean, it's not directed at you. I just like I know for a fact I've seen people, and it's not direct towards one person. It's just a type of person at this point. People that say nothing until I could pull them a Zard, they say nothing, and then they have a break where they got like maybe just a couple of V's, and they're like, okay, this is the worst day of my life. I hate this. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I'm sorry, and I do react to it, and it does bum me out sometimes. They probably would. They probably would leave a bad review on Pokemon's website. I don't know if it comes from like a place of entitlement or just I don't know. It that type of mentality is like how I was when I cared about my rank in League, like League of Legends. You just become a toxic person. Your outlook becomes more negative, and then like you're not having fun. Red, please. Not fun at all. I'm just trying to add to people's collection, that's all. That's Steel. Steel is Daryl. And this is like not even me accusing or anything, but it's like the same type of mentality where like there are definitely people that don't say anything in chat, join the giveaway. The giveaways are there for a reason. That's fine. Like if I'm able to potentially give someone a booster box that they couldn't get, I'm all for it. That's what the giveaways are for. But then you send an email to Nick saying like, where's my giveaway? It's been 1 day. Where is it? I am filing a report. Like, come on. A colorless energy? There's not. I'll sign this Farfetch'd for you. Better yet, Bidoof. Bidoof is pretty swag. It happens regularly. HG. And again, fitting the parameters of what I just said. If you're here and talking, guess what? It's not you. Like, yeah, the negativity, like, I'm fine with people being unhappy about a break not going their way, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about inaccurately representing what actually happened. Some people's parents, I mean, maybe it wasn't their parents. I know people that maybe are just good people, but maybe like the kid just got crazy or something. I don't know. That's a different story. But like to say like I don't want people to remove themselves, but like just be honest. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, I saw that. And sorry if I'm like venting, but like that stuff like gets to me. That was the cherry on top because like 105 hits, 108 hits. And that wasn't even specifically about that. It's a build up to that point. And I have to address it because if someone is the first time coming in here, they're going to see that and be like, oh, well, I'm staying away from this. 2 more after this. I think so. Your idea could have come to fruition tonight. Me and Darian had, I believe it was an 8-hour or 9-hour phone call where we both kind of just, wasn't really venting, we just talked. We both ranted at each other, like positively as friends. Now we just were on the phone, just talking. As we were like meandering around our houses. It's a reoccurring thing that I try to like, if I don't address it, then it's just going to become the norm. Company of 50 people is not going out of business. They should. They literally should. Like, bad companies should be punished for that. I sent you a busted box. That's a good thing. I hope. And I'm not even talking about like people like being sarcastic, because we have fun in here, right? Like, you can tell when someone's being sarcastic about not getting hits. That's not what I'm talking about. I appreciate you guys, because without you guys, there's nothing, obviously. But stuff like that had to be addressed. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and, like, basically, you're bad-mouthing the company in front of me, and I'm not just going to sit here. It's one thing to be... It's one thing to be salty. It's another thing to just completely lie. And I try to give people the benefit of the doubt by saying, like, oh, like, you meant, like, you didn't get any hits you wanted, right? No, I got no hits. It was just a lie. Statistically speaking, 105 hits, you can't not get a hit. And I'm just using that as a blatantly obvious example. There's been plenty of it besides that one. And I don't love you any less, dude. I just try to give people a different outlook. The Raichu is very good. And I'll still pull Zards because I don't care. Let the negativity flow. Who's got fire? Josh. I have to add it to the counter, sorry. 130 Zards. That's a lot. Well, it's just, it's going to happen eventually if you give me the opportunity. And if not a Zard, a hit. But yeah, rant over. I just, there's a fine line between just memeing and like just being unhappy with the outcome. But at least be accurate. Don't like mislead people. That's my boiling my fine boiled down to point. I appreciate you doing that to your perfection, but like that's kind of the point. Is like we shouldn't have to do that. What a Monday. I appreciate that, Stars Killer. I'm nothing without all you beautiful people. I'll never forget that. Box with no hyper or gold? It would appear so. But a lot of everything else. Why does it feel like that Sylveon is not supposed to be in there? But it is. Oh, that's because it should have been an Evolving Skies. Subconsciously. How's Nick? Nick is good. Nick has been just, shipping and all that good stuff. How have you been, dude? I just hate that so much, man. And of course, like the last thing is like, it kind of like puts the blame on me a little bit, and it's like, oh, apparently you got offended and all that. Yeah, when stuff is misrepresented, I get a little pissy, and it's just how it goes, like life. Lying is like top of my totem pole, like just something goes off in my brain and I'm just immediately upset. All right, break 14 is 12 of each. It's almost 2 years getting back to real life. Where have you been, dude? If you don't mind me asking. Did I miss something? Three, 6, 9, 12. This entire case of Evolving Skies, every box was 37 packs. Well, I'm almost through it, but 4 of the 6 boxes are 37 pack boxes, so this break is getting an extra pack again. Just more dishonest things that I'm doing. This breaker added a pack to the break. Damn him. Do I have to open another case of Brilliant again? I guess so. How dare me is right, dude. The audacity of this person. Comics fan, thank you for the follow. Someone looking to self-promote, thanks for the follow. You have a good time. Very timely. Empty box. I just saw one. There it is. Been a minute? Well, welcome back, dude. You have been following for a long time. Thought you would unlock some emotes while you're here. You can do that. You can unlock some of my emotes with channel points. Fall Canyon. You were in a car accident? Dude, I still gotta get my tattoo. You were in a car accident though, dude? I can't remember if you told me. If you did, it was probably a long time ago. Just hating life, but things happen. Dude, I feel that. I feel that. You can't let it keep you down. Like, I got aggravated tonight, but it'll fade pretty quickly. Not the worst thing I've dealt with. Officially been a year since you found me last year? I believe so. When I saw it. It said following 2019. Almost 2 years, dude, actually. And don't worry, I've been doing the same thing mentally. I still have to double check if it's 2022. I'm sorry you had to go through that, dude. I'm sorry that you had a car accident and life sucked for a little bit. Because it's not fun. And dude, you get a tattoo because you want to. I don't feel obligated just because you said it one time. I gotta get Raichu with the crown done up soon. I'm waiting before I get more serious about that because honestly, wearing a mask on a plane is top 5 reasons to like never go on a plane again. Psychic got that. Shadow Rider. I'm taking my time, dragging my feet a little bit, just because during lockdowns, like, you couldn't fly anyway. And then I moved, and then I need to, like, re-look at certain artists I had saved and maybe reach out to them, because, like, I don't want to cheap out on it. Like, I want it done well. I'm not going to say yes to something just because a lot of effort was put into it and I end up, like, semi-liking it. Like, I want it to be perfect. You need the weekly Beige pep motivational quote. I mean, dude, I don't think you do. You got into a car accident, and you're better now, right? Like, that's pretty motivational on its own. I mean, I'm happy to pay for good work. You know what I mean? If it's expensive and I'm not gonna be happy with it, I'm not gonna do it. But I'm not gonna cheap out on the first tattoo. That is for sure. And if I have to travel for it, I will. That's why I didn't remember. It was before COVID, dude, or like right when lockdowns hit. Like, I think everyone kind of experienced the same thing where it's like a little bit hard to remember before lockdowns. It's really hard to remember. Like, my like perception of time beyond 2019 is pretty skewed. I do a booster box giveaway every stream. But we treat Fight Club like booster boxes. We don't talk about booster box giveaways. You get what I mean? And I say that differently every time. The giveaways are here, and you get asked about them being a first timer, but not the main focal point. Being here, have a good time. So, there was a house before this house that I'm in now. Were you there when I moved into the townhouse temporarily? Oh, that's good. Just spent like 3,000. I mean, big pieces like that with a lot of work, I can imagine it costing that much. Who had trainer, by the way? Modern. Oh yeah, I mean, I grew up in a household like my parents were really strict. Like getting my ears pierced right when I graduated high school did not go well with my parents at all. Like just cultural thing, and now that like I'm on my own, obviously been on my own, I wanted to like get a tattoo for myself, and I want it to mean something to me, and the factory's always been here. So I definitely want to get something company related, and I think like a Raichu with a crown is the way to go. Okay, so you weren't here when I was at my house last year. So I moved and then moved again when I bought my house. I moved like right when lockdowns happened, like literally. I think the house like was just getting like final touches done on it. Was that a Hyper Arceus I just pulled too, nonchalantly? Brian? Solid break. Alright, 15 is the last break. I just got to randomize it and update these last two spots. Thank you guys for filling everything tonight. And again, I apologize for maybe venting and reacting to just... I just can't help it sometimes. Sometimes, like, I have to address stuff, and it just, like, when it happens more than a couple of times on stream, that's when I really get, like, just a little snippy. But it kind of is what it is. This is one box of Brilliant Stars. But yeah, dude, like, so I moved to the townhouse before this house, Stars, and that the townhouse was like, it was my first, you know, my place, first like moving out from my parents, and it kind of like sucked a little bit because I couldn't have a housewarming party. Everyone's just locked down, and it was weird. So I kind of like missed out on that. But then we made up for it with this house. But like it was a weird time, for sure. Did I randomize that on screen? Let me make sure. No, I did. movie sets in LA, just getting back to that too, was crazy. I mean, honestly, like what I kind of did was like I just stopped paying attention to the outside world because it just sucked, and I just streamed for 18 hours, 40 hours, whatever. One box of Brilliant. Dude, it just needs to go back to normal. Like, that's it. Their little, whatever experiment that they're doing now, like, just no more. Just reopen, and that's it. I don't care your political opinion. I don't care what. Just go back to normal. Honestly, it's a little bit sad to me too. Just think of this on a fundamental basis, right? Pokemon packs brings me back to when I was a kid. It's a happy time. It's a good time. People have somehow found a way to make something as happy as opening packs, and they're even negative about that. I can't even imagine what life is for them. Like, for real? It's like being on a jet ski and complaining. Like, that's hard to do. Modern. It's a jet ski. I honestly, like, I feel bad for people that, like, can find a way to, like, be negative about this. Like, life's got to be pretty sad. Because whenever I open a pack, I'm in a better mood. Honestly. Two Sonic movies, though. That's pretty depressing. I haven't seen the second one either. I have like a distorted perception of like when stuff happened. If it was before COVID or like during it. I have a hard time like honestly like remembering like when certain things happened. The last thing I did, I still remember, was going to like one of these like dinners that like my dad's part of like the chef organization. He was being honored. And driving into Chicago after living there and knowing how dense the traffic is and seeing no cars, I was like, okay, this is real now. Like straight up, I am legend status, dude. Just last ones in the city. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are the chances that the mystery booster box for giveaway is vivid? See, like at least Ding is consistent in his negativity. He just wants the guy wants more vivid voltage, and I appreciate that. The chance is 0. Lockdown started. You were so busy you had not followed the news. Well, hopefully people just learned that like the news, no matter which one you watch, whichever side, is like the most not trustable garbage. And it's like honestly like disgusting. Do you remember you did pack? Yeah, we did battles. You're all positivity. Are you sure about that, Real? No, you're pretty positive. You, you're there's a fundamental difference because you're like trolling negative, and that's different from actually like being like just the most negative person ever. It's a distinct difference. Real Man can be straight mean. Real Man is competitive, dude. You guys have seen me on Sea of Beige. You've seen like the the animal come out of me. I respect it. I have that side of me. Hey, I'm Marnie. You used to be more negative, but I think that like you've definitely turned a leaf. Like, what was that, like last year? Do my hands actually move this fast? Yes. For this to be on fast forward, it would have to either be a future camera where we could fast forward into the future, or I pre-recorded this entire 6-hour stream and then just went live pretending like I'm doing it, which would not be worth it at all. But yes. It's me, I promise. Hello. The skeptics will say, "Oh, even that conversation was scripted, Beach," but you can't win them all. Well, I mean, Twisty, look at this number. I would be very concerned if I didn't get somewhat better or faster after this number has been opened. Make gang signs like it's really live. There is 1,000 things that I could do, and that is the one thing I'm not going to do. That's exactly what I need. Like, I throw up a gang sign. I don't even know any. And, like, the rival gang gets aggravated at me. And all of a sudden, I just see, I start, like, a gang war. I'm myself, no gang. Of course you did, Ding. Were you here for like the first half of the stream, the first like 3/4? Just out of curiosity. You know, you could have said like write something on your hand, write the gang signs. Throw up a Crip sign. Are you nuts? Make like a like a hand puppet like a dog. So your trolling negative is stopped as well as far as your breaks go. I did it for the good. I did it for the good of yourself. Now you don't. I guarantee you, you don't even have to try, and you're more positive in here because you are. But when someone's like that, and it's just, it brings the whole mood down, dude. Like the entire chat, like just is more bummed out by that action. You don't want that. Sealed booster boxes for so cheap? I would say like they're fairly priced. I mean, we're a business. We're a company. Everything is properly licensed. I don't really talk any business specific things because people have kind of ruined that. But all of the boxes are legitimate. I'm licensed. Pay my taxes to good old Uncle Sam. Just think of me as a card shop. But we're entirely online. Unless you are seeing a break spot. A break spot is not the same as a booster box. You are not getting, you know, a booster box for $15. A break is different. Like a break, you're getting a random type. Sealed booster boxes? Well, Twisty, stuff is scarce. And I've been telling people this since Fusion Strike came out. I said because people took, literally, I didn't see people for an entire 3 months. When Fusion Strike came out, people saw Brilliant Stars and they're like, all right, see you in 3 months, bitch. And because of that, there was going to be less Brilliant Stars. So prices are going to be higher because of that. Because there's less to go around. And no, you completely legitimate question. And they may have obtained those boxes secondhand. So they paid more, means they need to charge more. But stuff is going to be high priced pretty much across the board because this set is like, they released both waves and it's over. That's it. Yeah, like I'm not, we're not like primarily just selling sealed booster boxes. That's kind of just an extra thing that I knew people wanted. We mainly do breaks. So whatever offer we have on those booster boxes, once it's done, is done. Thanks, dude. I'll be on the gaming channel tomorrow, Stars. You can see me be a real positive when I'm just like absolutely destroying another ship in Sea of Beige. Yeah, dude. More first editions coming out. More Team Rocket. You'll see. I mean, solid box overall. Who had trainer? Moises. Congrats on the Marnie. All right. Despite me getting like absolutely bummed out by the couple negative people amongst hundreds, we're going to end it on a positive note. I'm going to close the current giveaway and I'm going to find someone to raid to make their day better. Who we got? I got someone we could raid. Even if it's for a couple seconds. Please, it is important to me. Winner of the Beige Bucks booster box is Chris. Congratulations to you, Chris. Love you guys. Tomorrow on the gaming channel, !gaming. Otherwise, Wednesday here. Love you all.